What happens when football legends take to Twitter? You get a mix of laughter, heartbreak, and pure drama that can break the internet in minutes. From Wayne Rooney's unforgettable lift offer to Messi's transfer announcement, footballers aren't just making headlines on the pitch. They're dominating the digital world too. With billions of fans watching, one tweet can go viral in minutes and spark controversies. In this video, I'll show you some of the most legendary tweets in football history that have left us laughing, crying, or just made us go, did they really just say that? Okay, let's start with a classic. Blaise Matuidi's hilarious Valentine's Day tweet from February 14th, 2017. So, Matuidi decides to wish his wife a happy Valentine's Day with a heartfelt gesture. Sounds sweet, right? But he took it a step further by Googling Matuidi wife to find a nice picture of her to share with the world. But here's where things went hilariously wrong. Instead of cropping out the Google search bar, he posted a screenshot with the search query still visible for all to see. So there it was, Matuidi wife, right at the top of his tweet. I mean, come on. It's like he accidentally invited the whole internet into his romantic moment. Fans couldn't help but laugh at this genuine yet awkward display of love. Matuidi later explained the tweet, saying he had a brand new phone with no pictures of his wife yet, so he resorted to searching for one on Google. Smooth move, Blaise. I bet he learned a valuable lesson that day about cropping screenshots before hitting send. Next up, one of the most infamous tweets in football history, Gerard Piqué's Se Queda. It was July 2017, and the football world was buzzing with rumors that Neymar might be leaving Barcelona for Paris Saint-Germain. And then, Piqué did what any loyal teammate would do, post a tweet. He dropped a photo of him and Neymar with the caption, Se Queda, which means he stays. 2 weeks later, PSG announced Neymar's signing for a whopping 222 million euros. That tweet turned into a meme, and oh man, fans had a field day. Se Queda became the running joke of the summer. Interestingly, Piqué knew. Yep, in August he confessed, saying, "When I tweeted Se Queda, I knew Neymar was leaving. It was the last bullet. I tried. He got mad at me." So Piqué wasn't just cluelessly hopeful. He was pulling a Hail Mary, trying to will his friend into staying with Barcelona. And of course, it didn't work and backfired. Gerard, next time you want to play fortune teller, I'd recommend sticking to your day job, being an absolute unit on the pitch. Okay, let's get to Wayne Rooney and his early tweets. One of the most memorable ones was when he innocently offered his teammate Rio Ferdinand a lift to training with the now iconic message, "Hi Rio, do you want picking up in the morning, pal?" I mean, here's Wayne Rooney, one of the biggest stars in football, casually asking his mate if he wants a lift, publicly. You can just imagine Rio reading that tweet and thinking, "Mate, you could have just texted me." Rooney also had his fair share of Twitter spats. One classic moment came when he tweeted at Piers Morgan, "Shut up, you egg, and get out of Cowell's hole. Won't tell you again." Honestly, it's like Rooney was channeling his inner football fan while simultaneously reminding us that he's not afraid to throw shade at celebrities. The best part is that this tweet became an instant meme. Fans loved seeing Wayne go from goal-scoring machine to social media savage in just 280 characters. Let's not forget Rooney's infamous hair transplant tweet where he said, "Just to confirm to everyone, I have now named my horse Switcheroony." Come on, man! Who names their horse after their hair transplant? It's both hilarious and oddly relatable, like something we'd all do after a few pints with our mates. I think Rooney may not have been the most polished tweeter out there, but that's what made him so endearing. His tweets were raw and real. They gave us a glimpse into his personality beyond the pitch. Next up is Victor Wanyama, who has given us some absolute gems on Twitter. One of his most memorable moments came in 2018 when he tweeted, "I had spaghetti and it was very nice, I enjoyed it." Now, I know this tweet may seem simple, but it perfectly captures the essence of Wanyama's charmingly random personality. I mean, who tweets about their dinner plans like that? It's both relatable and downright funny. You can almost picture him sitting there, proud as punch, thinking, "This spaghetti was so good, I must let everyone know." Fans couldn't help but laugh at the sheer randomness of it all. Plus, it's a refreshing break from the usual football banter we see on social media. Okay, now let's talk about tweets or posts that absolutely broke the internet. Starting with the European Super League announcement in April 2021. If you thought the transfer market was dramatic, this was a whole new level. 12 of Europe's biggest clubs, including Manchester United, Liverpool, and Real Madrid, decided they were going to form their own elite league. They dropped this news on April 18th, right before UEFA was set to unveil its revamped Champions League format. The announcement was made via a press release that promised higher quality matches, and significantly greater economic growth. It sounded like a corporate PowerPoint presentation gone wrong. I mean, who doesn't love a good buzzword? The clubs claimed this new league would appeal to a younger generation of fans while providing uncapped solidarity payments to support the football pyramid. But if you ask me, this was more about lining their own pockets than saving grassroots football. Fans were not having it. They took to Twitter en masse to express their outrage and disbelief over what many saw as an attempt to prioritize profit over tradition. You had hashtags like Sasang Super League out trending within hours, and protests erupted outside stadiums. Even players and managers chimed in, expressing their disapproval. Liverpool's James Milner famously said he didn't like it at all during a post-match interview, and you could almost hear the collective sigh of relief from fans everywhere. Within just 72 hours of the announcement, the whole thing collapsed like a house of cards. All 6 English clubs withdrew, and honestly, it was almost comical how quickly it fell apart. Juventus and AC Milan eventually followed suit, leaving only Barcelona and Real Madrid clinging to the idea of this breakaway league. What made this situation even juicier was how it highlighted the divide between traditional football values and modern commercialism. Many fans felt betrayed by their clubs for prioritizing profit over passion. Next up, Lionel Messi's transfer announcement on August 5, 2021. When Messi left Barcelona after spending over 2 decades at the club, fans were devastated. The news shook the football world to its core. Messi took to Instagram, not Twitter this time, to share his farewell message to Barcelona fans. "I gave everything for this shirt. I'm leaving, but it's not a goodbye. Just to see you later." The post garnered millions of likes within hours, breaking records left and right. While it wasn't technically a tweet, it felt like one because everyone was talking about it on Twitter. The emotional weight behind that post had fans feeling all sorts of ways. Some literally cried. I mean, this wasn't just any player leaving. This was Lionel Messi, the man who practically defined an era at Barca. It was one of those moments where you just knew history was being made. What made this moment even more surreal was the sheer volume of memes that followed. You had everything from Messi in Paris memes to "What will Barcelona do without him?" jokes. Everyone had an opinion, and everyone wanted to share it. Now we can't discuss breaking the internet without mentioning Cristiano Ronaldo. He has truly mastered the art of keeping fans on their toes with his mysterious tweets and posts that often leave us curious. One notable instance was back in August 2021, when rumors swirled about him leaving Juventus for Manchester City. On August 27th, Ronaldo posted an emotional farewell video on Instagram, bidding goodbye to Juventus. This sparked a frenzy among fans and media alike, with many speculating about his future. Fans flooded Twitter asking, why is he saying goodbye now? Where is he headed next? Is Ronaldo joining City? The suspense was real, as reports indicated that Manchester City had agreed to personal terms with Ronaldo, although no deal had been finalized with Juventus. Ultimately, we all know how that ended. Ronaldo returned to Manchester United instead of joining City. Those few days were filled with tension and excitement as everyone eagerly awaited his next move. When he finally announced his return to Old Trafford, you could practically hear the collective sigh of relief from United fans around the world. Moving on, let's take a more serious turn and discuss a tweet addressing racism in football. I know, right, the topic that has gained huge attention over recent years. Players like Marcus Rashford have used their platforms to speak out against racism both on and off the pitch. After facing an avalanche of racist abuse online, Marcus Rashford took a stand against the vitriol directed at him. On April 25, 2024, he responded to a post from the account United Paradigm, which described the treatment of Rashford as absolutely disgusting and cruel. In his reply, Rashford tweeted, "I appreciate your support. It is abuse and has been for months. Enough is enough." Rashford's candidness about his experiences resonated deeply with fans and fellow players alike. He wasn't just speaking for himself, he was standing up for all those who have faced similar treatment. What's ironic here is that while footballers are often idolized and celebrated, they can also be targets of vile abuse simply because of their skin color. Sadly, the beautiful game can sometimes bring out the worst in people, and that's a wrap. So, what are some legendary tweets from footballers that stand out for you? Did I miss any classics that deserve a shout out? Drop your favorites in the comments below. I might feature them in part 2. Before you go, don't forget to check out my recent video on the rigged matches in football. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.